Hi everyone, Mr. Bristow here and welcome to the Ezra update number 1. Hope you've all been well and enjoying some sunshine in the last couple of weeks. So here we are on YouTube, something that you guys all said you want to be famous YouTubers, and yet here I am. What's it for? This YouTube channel is a chance for us to keep in touch, for you to share work you've been doing or share things that you've been doing with your family, and just generally for us to keep in contact in these trying times. Hi everyone, Mr. Bristow here and welcome to Ezra update number 9, the YouTube relaunch. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and as you saw, I've been doing some research how to make these videos more fun and exciting. Number 1, silly hat. Number 2, ridiculous over-enthusiasm, including random hand gestures. And number 3, special effects that probably won't fit, probably won't look very good, but it'll be funny to try anyway. Because this is a real-life YouTube channel now, and I'm an overzealous YouTube celebrity, I'd like you to like, comment and subscribe below, even though you can't do any of those things because I've turned it off. Ha 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 ha! Let's start with Times Table Rockstars. What a great week this week on Times Table Rockstars. We took on Year 4 and we managed to win. Great job, Ezra class. Really pleasing to see so many of you taking part, and a special shout out this week to our top 3, who were Mia in first, Sophia in second and Seth in third. Year 4 was so disappointed at their crushing loss at the hands of the all-powerful and mighty Ezra class that they have issued, as some of you might have seen, a rematch. So let's make sure that we are victorious again and take the W. And because we were victorious, here is me doing a TikTok dance. Woohoo!
When I popped off and you go gave me just a little bit of love.
Let's see what you've all been up to this week. Some nice weather, some not so nice weather. I know on Wednesday and Thursday I was in school and it got to lunchtime and it was okay, and then all of a sudden the heavens absolutely opened, which was a real shame for Mr. Gunner's bubble, because they were going to go to the woods and then almost got washed away if they had gone. So this week I have first of all heard from Layla, and Layla was doing some amazing baking, including some gluten-free recipes, something that, as you all know, is really close to my heart, and here's some pictures and it looks absolutely delicious. Great job to you, Layla. The next person I heard from was Naomi, and Naomi has been out in the woods with Nicodem building some dens, and we went for a walk, my bubble of 5 and Mrs. Atkins, for a walk in the woods, and we saw absolutely loads of dens. So obviously a lot of Bishopstoke children have been up in the woods building dens, and here are Naomi and Nicodem's dens, and hopefully you could keep an eye out if you go to the woods. Next I heard from Lena, and Lena has been doing some reading work this week, and here is a picture of that. Great job to you. Next on the list was Sophia, and Sophia has made what looks like a giant goblet cup out of Lego. I'd love to have a cup of tea out of that, however I'd be a bit worried that maybe all the water would leak out the sides, but hopefully it was watertight and enjoyable if you did have a drink out of it. Next was Max, and Max has sent me 2 pictures this week. One of his design of a tropical house that he'd like to live in, and the other a wormery, which sounds really cool, that not only was he making himself his dream home, but some worms in his garden house too. And you can see all the layers that he's built up to try and make it interesting for the worms in the picture here. Next we had an email from Verity, and Verity has been practicing tennis every morning, and here is some videos of that. As well as this, she designed an obstacle course and then actually made it and did it, and you might see someone you might recognise from one of the other classes here too. She's also been actually not just designing her dream home, but making it and making the garden for it, and here's some pictures of that. So great job to you, Verity, this week. Well done. Dylan has sent me lots of computer-based things this week. The first thing I'd like to share with you is his maths game, and his maths game is based on Countdown. So in Countdown there's a round where you pick some random numbers and then you have to try and get to a total. And Dylan has made a version of that using programming on Scratch. I did have a go. I'm not going to show you the results. I'm going to show you a screen grab because my brain was a little bit fuzzy this morning when I gave it a go. He's also been doing a platformer game involving jumping and trying to collect some things to unlock the next level. And I did have a go at that, and here is a video. If you'd like to have a go at either of these things or have a go at your own Scratch project, then Dylan's very kindly let me put all of the links in the bio below. So click on them and have a little bit of an explore. Also this week I've heard from Louise, and she was able to get outside and do some cricket training with her dad and brother, and she sent some pictures of the three of them doing that. And finally, I've heard from Aaron, and Aaron's been very busy doing a variety of different things, including a treasure hunt, designing his house, his dream house, not his current house, and also designing his P obstacle course. So well done to you on a full week. It was lovely to speak to some of you on the phone as well this week, but make sure, I only heard from about 8-10 of you, and it'd be great to hear from more of you to make these videos a bit longer and a bit more exciting than me just sitting here in a silly hat talking at you. Okay? Speak to you next week on that. Good evening and welcome to a special lockdown edition of the news. My name is Duncan W. Peabody and I am here to bring you all the latest and breaking news on the lockdown. Tonight, first of all, a special report from Aaron about his life in lockdown. When COVID-19 struck the UK, the whole country changed as England went into lockdown. This means that everyone had to stay at home. Our family have been coping well, as my sister, Elsa, and I have started to stay at home on the 23rd of March 2020 with our mum and dad. Inside our house, millions of interesting things have been going on. Read on to find out what those things are. On day one, we started off well. Elsa and I were schooling from home whilst mum and dad were working from home. After a day of hard work, sometimes we did some baking. I made a delicious Swiss roll and a warm, scrumptious chocolate fudge cake. Elsa made honey cookies as part of her German schoolwork, and they looked awesome. Because the government allowed us daily exercise outside, we started going on short walks around our local area. a week in and we hadn't seen any of the other members of our family, so we created a daily family call using Zoom. As we were doing the family call, everyone could share what they'd been doing. Amongst other things, Jane was able to show off her finished crochet elephants. She made 2. During lockdown, something awesome happened. I finished my penguin sequin art. My mum and dad were enormously proud because I've been working on it for approximately 3 years. Staying on the subject, Mum was able to finish her crochet blanket, which she'd been doing for a long amount of time as well. She said that it was really good that we were all doing a lot of craft. One day, Elsa and Mum went out on a walk and discovered a really cool new path. It was really overgrown and needed to be weeded as soon as possible. The next day, Elsa was excited to show Aaron and Dad this new route, so they went out again. Still doing the family call, we were able to see Grandad's 3D printing projects. He had finally managed to get to work as well. As the government changed the rules, we are now able to drive to where we wanted to walk. For this reason, we went to Holly Hill in the evening to have a nice walk under the trees and by the river. As I didn't have any craft projects left, Mum and I spent the morning messing around with plaster of Paris. I really enjoyed the morning, even though a lot of it cracked when dried. A few days later, Dad's work made an announcement that he had to go into the office for a week. It was strange not having him around, and he said the office was quiet and eerie. Sadly, lockdown is still going on, and we are still doing what we can to help the NHS and control the virus by staying distant from other people. Hopefully in the future, we'll go back to normal and everything will be okay. Next we go over to our culture reporter, Seth, to tell us about some things and ideas for you and your families to do during lockdown. Over to you, Seth. Lockdown has affected everyone. Below are 10 cool things to do during lockdown. Swim in the Itchen River. Take your rubbish home with you. Number 2, go fishing and catch a big fish. Number 3, make dens in the woods or in the house. Number 4, do something you've been wanting to do for a long time. Number 5, go for long walks in the local area. Number 6, go for a nighttime bike ride. Take a light. Number 7, go bat watching down by the river. Number 8, keep in touch with friends and family. Number 9, play board games like Rummikub or Cluedo. Number 10, listen to exciting audiobooks. I love Alex Rider and Ranger Apprentice. Number 11, fly a kite when it's windy. Number 12, make sushi. Number 13, climb trees. Number 14, online workouts. Number 15, get into a good TV series. I'm enjoying Lost in Space and the new Alex Rider series. In other news, a local man is very angry because he ordered a coffee machine and it turned up broken. How do you feel, sir? Very angry. Thank you for that insight. Next, we move on to our reporter Sophia for her report on a missing girl. Over to you, Sophia. 15-year-old girl missing for 8 days, reported by Sophia. 28th of July 2020. A teenager went missing. She is called Lily. She was last seen on Monday the 20th of July 2020 at 3 p.m. She lives with her mother, Heather. Lily is just 15 and turned that on the 16th of July. She was last seen wearing a grey Adidas tracksuit with 3 white lines down them. Lily was wearing her Air Max at the time. Her hair colour is mousy type, and she has a Gucci handbag with an iPhone X7 and Louis Vuitton purse in. She's about 5 foot tall, and she is skinny. She wears makeup. She also has her ears pierced in 4 places. She has 1 nose piercing. Her hair is in a bun with curly fringes down the side. This is a statement from Lily's mum, Heather. I was cooking dinner and Lily came downstairs saying, I have to go to my friend's house, be back at 4. That's when I noticed it was 6 and she hadn't returned home. That was unusual. And finally, we head to our entertainment reporter on gaming, Verity, who has a report for us on Minecraft. Over to you, Verity. Companies Nvidia and PC specialists have joined forces to create a new addition to the ever-growing video game of Minecraft. The add-on is called the RTX, which makes light refraction shadows, and reflections appear in games like Minecraft. RTX was launched on April 23rd, 2020. YouTuber Grian has said it was an incredible experience, just like real life. Not many people have experienced RTX, but the few who have say that it could change the whole Minecraft experience forever. There's also a new multiplayer game called Minecraft Dungeon, released in May 2020. Minecraft Dungeons can be bought on consoles now, like Xbox One X, Nintendo Switch, Windows 10, and Xbox 360. Thank you for joining me on this evening's lockdown edition of the news. Tatty bye.